Okay. All right, guys. Welcome to today's show match. We're gonna have Valdemar against Myriad in a best of 7. I'm really new to this, so I'm super like unfamiliar with a lot of this stuff. Like literally, like Valdemar and Myriad have been like guiding me through the process of creating like a best of 7, like which maps to choose, the safe draft and all that stuff. It's like really hard, and you know, making a tournament is it's even harder. I don't think I can create a tournament by myself. You may need a lot of hands there to help with everything. I am amazed what KP has been doing for the past weeks with the midweek buster. I think Kao is there helping as well, but in any case, like he must be super busy. I can't imagine. And you should go check him out. Has a really good tournament all the week, action all the week, and that's what I think this scene needs. Like something happened during the week, and KP is doing that very well. So anyway, we got a draft here. Let's take a look. So Valdemar picking English, Chinese daily so far. Myriad, Byzantines, Abbasid. Actually, Myriad banned Byzantines and Abbasid. It's a tough one. Both of them banned Holy Roman Empire. Myriad goes for John Dark. So first they're gonna do a best of 5. And if we do have like we get more games, they're gonna do a best of 3. So we will see. Ayubit ban for Myriad. Japanese ban for Valdemar. Goes for Jushi's Legacy. Alright. I like Valdemar's draft. Now I'm really curious how he's gonna play the daily. Really curious about it. Like, it's been through a lot of changes. I'm not really sure what to expect. A lot of people are kind of like rushing castle with daily with a bunch of horsemen. I don't know if we will see that. I guess it will depend on the matchup. So we got Malians for Myriad and Ottomans. Let's see what is the last Valdemar pick. All right. So it is Ajubits. Mongols obviously very strong pick for Valdemar. Mongols and Chinese very good for him. Myriad has Byzantines and Abbasid, so that's a strong pick as well. Both of them ban HRE. Take a screenshot of this just in case. All right. All right. Huh? I joined my mistake. Yeah, by the time we're doing this, it's a lot of events happening now. Got Aussie Drongo, the Outback Octagon 3 finals. We got quite a lot going on. Quite a lot. Actually, like Twitch is like a 3K viewers. That's not not very common. Not very common. I guess it just happens this on Sundays. All right, so we got the first match. It's gonna be Ayubids against Byzantines on Dry Arabia. But yeah, doing this kind of thing is it's kind of like a it's kind of like a lot of work. Makes me feel like I just want to play the game. You know, much more relaxing in one way. You can think of that in one way. In that way that you like you're using your mind for things that are related to the game, so that's like harder. And when you're like organizing this type of stuff, you do have like a lot of energy going into other stuff anyway, so I guess it's like All right. Starting in 4 minutes. It's so quiet here. Should put like some music or something. It is so quiet. Like makes me think like for example, I never done this kind of thing before. But you know, makes me learn about this stuff. Like, oh, okay, there's gonna be like a delay on the observer. Like, I'm gonna, you know, think of that, think of that as well. Like maybe some background music. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. You know what's the funny thing? I was about to stream this on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, just because it's not something that happens every day. But you know, China things. Like I literally did the test before, and it worked, but now it's just not working anymore. So it's like crap. It's really like crap. Because like Twitch has a bit rate of 6,000 kilobits and YouTube has 8,000. So you need like a transcript to do that. And for that, like you need to pay like $10 for each 5 hours of the streaming. But you know, it's just really strange stuff. And suddenly it just doesn't work. But anyway, we're gonna keep it on YouTube for now. It feels so strange without the music. Even with the background music that I always like complain about it. That I don't like AOE4 background music. I think it's very sad, depressing. But now that I think about it, that's even better than nothing, right? Should be, I don't know, but we will see. We will see. Actually, we should put a timer, right? That will be good. I think I do have like a tool for that. Nah, I don't. I don't. Anyway, we are about to start, guys. This is the moment. In the color yellow, playing as the Ayubids. We have Valdemar against Myriad in the color purple, playing as the Byzantines. Now, Valdemar, both of them very strong sieves. Very strong. Let me turn off the volume here just a little bit there. There you go. Like very, very strong ships. I wonder if Valdemar will want to like put some pressure in the Fiddle Age against Byzantines. This matchup is not a matchup I have seen very often. Like usually you want to put pressure very early on against the Byzantines. Like if possible, even in the Dark Age, that will be like very, very good for you. But you know, Valdemar, it's going for the Ayubit, so he's maybe gonna, you know, just gonna go for wait for Castle Age. I don't think that's the type of guy that will do that, like just wait for Castle, which makes me think he may wanna go for Military Wing first, just to put some pressure into the Byzantines. Like we have seen the Ayubits going for the Economic Wing very often, just to get that lead and just fight a little bit in Fiddle. So maybe that, because the Military Wing may be not enough. But look at the spawn of Myriad already. Berries and gold at the back. So he's gonna be having a good time. It's gonna be really hard for Valdemar to actually do something about it. Valdemar only have gold at the back. Berries a little bit at the front of the base, as well as a stun that he doesn't really need anymore. But we will see. We will see. We already know which landmark Myriad is gonna go for. I mean, you got the Olive Grove here. You gotta go for that Grand Winery, right? That there's no other way about it. There's really just no other way. And it is the Grand Winery. It's gonna be having a blast here on the back of his base. Let's take a look at Valdemar. He already scouted this. Must be thinking like, oh my god, what a god spawn. Berries and gold at the back. Can't get better than this. Can't get better than this. Meanwhile, it's gonna be the Military Wing. It's gonna be putting some pressure here. Probably not thinking on staying in the Fiddle Age too long. Against the Byzantines is not something you really wanna you wanna do. They are really, really good in the Fiddle Age. If you go Castle, both of you go to Castle. I feel like the Ayubits get a very big power spike they can take advantage of. So we will see, I guess. We will see. Go for some emplacements, and definitely that indicates that he's gonna go for that fast castle, put a little bit of pressure with the Desert Raider. Meanwhile, Myriad probably will think about going for that feudal aggression that the Byzantines is super good for. They're a little bit slow because they need some time to get those mercenaries out. But, you know, eventually they get a big mass. The question is it gonna be on time against Valdemar? Sorry guys. It's a little bit hard, to be honest. With the gold at the back, and with outposts already here, and with the advancement wing, which it's always a possibility if you really want to rush the castle. Let's take a look at the ship count here. Valdemar with already 13 ship, not a bad amount. Meanwhile, Myriad also with 13 ships, so both of them in equal conditions. So you really need a ship if you want to go fast castle, otherwise you're just gonna run out of food and you're gonna have a bad time. Wheelbarrow coming for Myriad. Looks like he's gonna stay in the Fiddle Age a little bit longer. You know, gonna get those eco upgrades right away. The earlier the better to get advantage of them. Already putting a house there. Getting border settlements very early on, just so that he can see whether or not where the Desert Raider is coming from. There are a couple of choices here, and both of them are very open, so there is no option for Myriad to wall. Now wall has been nerfed. Obviously now it's harder for you to wall, but this wall will be very, very, very expensive, so definitely you want to keep an eye on that. And look at that, border settlements doing work here, already having so much vision. And Valdemar is gonna push Myriad from the gold. I already got a couple of important upgrades. Wheelbarrow and double broadaxe. The two most important upgrades you need at the moment. Mercenary house already there, and it's gonna be the Lombos. Gonna go for a Western mercenary contract. And just a single Desert Raider pretty much forced Myriad to just go back. So, very good value from this gun. Now, Lombos are gonna go out. They're gonna take some time. They don't train that fast, but you get 5 of them. So, by that time, this Desert Raider won't be able to do anything. Valdemar doesn't look like he really want to fight in the Feudal Age. And there you go. Economic wing growth with for the Castle Age is the choice for Valdemar. Gonna get 7 villagers. It used to be 8, right, in the last patch. This one got nerfed. Limitane already there to scare that Desert Raider. Get the hell out of here. There you go. Now, this is the point where Byzantines become a little bit of a problem. Valdemar usually, in these cases, will love to go for Camel Lancers. The problem is the Byzantines will go very, very heavy on those Spearmen. And I guess Myriad don't really want to push into Valdemar's base. Probably may want to secure the relics as long as he can. He does have 5 villagers on gold. Maybe he's just catching up on upgrades. He have been left out for a while. He haven't been gathering gold, so maybe he either wants to gather some upgrades, either he want to go castle himself and just buy some time. There's a Raiders doing a really good job here, taking down those Limitane. Meanwhile, Barracks coming for Valdemar. I like this choice, to be honest, because he's so invested into those Limitane that going to Lancers will be a little bit hard for him. It's a you know, a little bit of a double-edged sword. Lancers are very, very good, but you know, if there are so many Limitane on the field, there are already 5 and more coming. It's just not gonna work that well. Looks like Myriad have chosen the path of aggression here. Gonna be taking down this outpost. It is very, very important for Valdemar, especially because he doesn't have any relic yet. As long as he has secured some relics, like, he can leave this goal, but for now he needs to gather as much as gold as possible. Double barracks coming for him. Looks like we're gonna see some Gulams joining Valdemar's army, and I don't think we have seen this very often. Like, usually they want to go Camel Lancers, you know, but with so many Limitanes, makes a lot of choice, and also you don't need much gold for that. Looks like Valdemar will delay the relic gather for now. Just gonna be trying to take down this army. Now, definitely he's behind on the military count. Military wing definitely helping him. He still have some gold in the bank. Now, wonder if he... Yeah, definitely you want that +1 range armor. Valdemar going YOLO here, getting that gold at the front. It's like, hopefully he doesn't see me. And indeed, Myriad doesn't go there. Curiosity from burning down the House of Wisdom. It's one of the things you can ignore for the moment, but not for so long. It has happened to me before where someone just burns down the House of Wisdom. I'm like, nah, it's never going down. That thing has like so much HP. And then you're like, hey, well, hold on a second. This thing is going down. Right? You don't really want that. +1 range armor coming for Valdemar soon. Looks like he's having some time to protect this gold at the front. I don't think he wants to engage yet with these Gulams. He's waiting for the +1 range armor to come. And Golden Age, it's only tier 1. He needs a little bit more buildings to get that research speed up. Meanwhile, Limitane going a little bit too deep, playing with fire here under the town center. Now, at the same time, looks like Myriad is trying to go castle himself. Have some farms here. Already halfway there with the A-shop. And indeed, he doesn't have enough units to fight this. Especially against those Desert Raiders and Ghulams. Desert Raiders will just keep kiting and doing a lot of DPS. He's sacrificing the limit on it. He's gonna get the Lombos back. It looks like Lombos arrive, and now with that, a little bit of more DPS comes from Myriad's army. Doing plenty of damage here to those Ghulams. Just gonna keep kiting for now, using that Limitane as a mid shield. And now Valdemar looks like he's in a good position to gather relics. I already have the mosque built. Gonna start gathering some relics now. Myriad buying a lot of time. You don't really want to lose the Lombos. Those are your precious unit. You cannot just build them very, very often. Second batch, third batch of Lombos coming soon. And looks like slow but steady. Valdemar pushing into Myriad's base. Those Ghulams have been really tanky with +2 range armor. Something you don't really expect here, like someone to go for Ghulams. It's something you really don't think of. You really don't think about that. Like usually you expect the Camel Lancers. And now Myriad is in a tough spot because the Ghulams are here. Valdemar will try to breaking into the base, and the Ghulams with +2 range armor puts Myriad in a really tough spot because he really needs to A-shop. But at the same time, he needs to make units. And just the timing of this was... It's just so unfortunate for Myriad to just have these Ghulams at the base. Now, no more reinforcements are coming here, so technically he can just clean this up. Still, like 11 Lombos is, you know, not the best army against Ghulams, but eventually, if you kite them, you will be able to deal with them. Now, obviously, fighting under the town center, extra DPS, but it's just not... It's no bueno, guys. No bueno. Myriad was about to A-shop. He was just so close to A-shop. Now Valdemar is just mixing some archers here. Gonna go for a second town center. Finally, the Ghulams are taken down. And Myriad with a little bit of trouble. Losing access to food. And not only that, he's also losing access to that olive oil that he really needs to get those Lombos. Probably the most important unit he has at the moment. Archers are already there for Myriad. Definitely good to deal with those Desert Raiders, but more Ghulams are coming, 6 of them. Myriad just needs 500 more food. He's going for the berries here, but Valdemar already there with a single Ghulam. It's gonna be walling here. Looks like this villager will wall this on time. Valdemar are a little bit greedy, feeling a little bit confident about his situation. Gonna be trying to gather the relic, but this wall forced the dervish to actually go for another path. It's like Myriad will keep this relic, but Valdemar already having 3 relics, 1 more coming home. Second town center already. Looking really good. Veterans coming for those archers as well. And Myriad in a really tough spot here. He really needs that food. But at the same time, he cannot stop producing units. He keeps making those archers. He already have the mill here at the back. He's secure. Just needs a little bit more food. Just needs a little bit more. Anyway, Valdemar has to stop the push for the moment. Now, Valdemar is on a second town center. Obviously, Ayub is a very, very strong civilization in the Castle Age. But Byzantines is one of those civilizations that their income is not necessarily measured by how many town centers you have, but how much olive oil you can have. Especially when you get the Golden Horn Tower, it's just gonna be really, really good for you. Outpost coming here. I guess he's gonna go for that Mangolin placement, and Golden Horn Tower gonna be built here with 10 villagers. in the back of the base. Already level 3 cistern, but at the same time Valdemar is trying to do another push here. I already have plenty of archers. Around 8 Ghulams and 4 Desert Raiders. It's definitely a scary army, especially when he have all the sacred sites captured, putting a lot of pressure into Myriad. He just needs that castle age. Another match of Lombos already there. It's just gonna be... This is gonna be really tough to hold. And I think as soon as Valdemar sees the age up... Oh, Valdemar is going for the Udall keep. And Mangonel shots directly into the farms where it hurts the most. Keep into Myriad's base. Castle Age already arriving. Myriad with plenty of gold for the upgrades. Let's see what he's gonna get. Is it gonna be enough? Mangonel. Already they're burning those farms. Veterans before the Lombos. Coming soon, but the Ghulams are already here. Oh, with the keep here. Mangonel in placements. But Valdemar knows this outpost is just gonna be really annoying. But now Myriad losing 17 villagers so far. It is a tough one. It is a tough one, guys. With almost double villager difference, I don't think Valdemar is gonna stop the push anytime soon, especially with this keep here in the face. He's actually very known for that. And Myriad taps out, Valdemar gets the first win of this series, the best of 7. Let's take a look at the timeline. Really tough. Really tough, and you can tell here in the military count, like very good choice for Valdemar for going for those Ghulams. Probably really catch guards down when you spec some camel lancers. Anyway, guys, first game of the series. Again, doing one-man army here. We're gonna get 4 lakes next. That's gonna be English against Abbasid in 4 lakes. Valdemar with the English, Myriad with the Abbasid. There's so many things going on during the streaming. Like, need to check. Take a... Like, save the score. Like, update the graphics. Check the draft. It's just so much stuff going on. No wonder this kind of stuff is usually done by a lot of people. I mean, Showmatch they're not, right? Can be done with 1 people like me now. But tournaments is just so much logistics. So much logistics at the moment. Oh man. Now the time obviously not very good for me. It's 1 AM. Damn. It is 1 AM. But you know that's one of the cons of living in Asia. It's the time zone. It's very, you know, you adapt. It's good in some cases. It's good. Like you can, for example, you can wake up early, and you will be like, so for example, European time, like people starting in the afternoon to make something, and it's like, oh, I can actually wake up earlier than them. But in reality, I didn't wake up earlier. It's just the afternoon for me. Hello, Dirt. Where am I from? I'm from Peru, a small place in Latin America. But currently, I'm in China. So it's a long way from there. It is a long way. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy them. What rank are you? Low is very subjective. I consider myself low, like in the Diamond League. Some people in the Pro League consider Conqueror 1 is low. Even Conqueror 3, like recent Conqueror 3 is low. It depends on on how you look at it. But yeah, actually, watching these matches is very important to learn the game. And it's very relaxing. It's also very fun. Like you kind of guess like what are they gonna do, and like you kind of have a feeling of all the matchups. I think it has helped me a lot to do this kind of casted games, to just get a better feeling on pretty much everything. You see everything, and everything happens, and it is good. It is good. It definitely helps you. Platinum 1, 2 usually. Not a bad rank, to be honest. Not a bad rank. Like you already have some fundamentals of the game. It's it's definitely above average. Average will be the gold. Most people go into gold when they got placed. Platinum is a little bit above average. I think the I stay in platinum for like 3 seasons or 4 seasons, maybe 3, until I decided to actually practice, and I got a lot of I got a lot better on the game. It really has helped me to do this. But yeah, Peru, but now in China, it is interesting. Yeah. Oh, I've been here a while. I'm already very used to that. I came the first time here 2019. I think in total I've been like in 4 years in China so far. Yeah, 4 years. But yeah, it's another world. It's another world. That's why next year March gonna go to university to study Chinese. I know some Chinese, but I really want to take that off the table. It's something that I really wanna finish. Like just make my life easier. All right, guys, match starting really soon. Get ready for English versus Avacet. Alright guys, welcome to match 2. We're already here in a best of 7. Valdemar taking the lead, winning the first match with the Ayubits. We're now in 4 lakes. It's gonna be English against the Abbasid. Definitely gonna be trying to contest the water. Abbasid, very good save for water, just because they do have the extra discount on the docks, so they cost 75. It's like Myriad deciding where to put the dock. There you go, a little bit safer. Can actually wall this, and you know, normally you will play against Japan here and like they will send some shinobis or anything, but we will see how this one plays out. Oh, Valdemar. Both players obviously going for water. Myriad a little bit delay on the water for now, but he does have plenty of wood. Can potentially throw another dock somewhere else or even here, just to be sure, to at least protect one area. It's gonna be one of those matches where this map is really interesting, because even if you lose the water, like, you still have like a chance for a comeback. As English, I don't think you are that behind if you lose water, just because you have farms. But Myriad is also kind of like in the same situation, considering he can go for that economic wing. That's definitely a possibility. But in this case, maybe he wants to go military wing just to, you know, put some units here, build a ram, take this one down. I mean, there's definitely a lot of incentive to go military wing on this one. Usually you want to go economic wing these days, just because of how good the multiple TCs with the easy farm transition it is with Abbasid. But this may be one of those matches where he may go military wing. Now, as Valdemar, I think he may go for the king. Makes a lot of sense to me. Like, free unit for harassment. Can throw some villagers off the gold here, and you don't spend anything. Not only that, it can heal itself. It's like it's amazing. Probably we're gonna see that, especially when you already have water. Most of the times you really don't want to go into fighting the Feudal Age, because your food economy is so good. You might as well go to Castle Age, and you have a very good lead. But again, these maps are against 4 lakes, not necessarily because you lose the water you lose the game. There is plenty of possibility for a comeback here. Although in general, English, very tough matchup for Abbasid. Very tough. Especially if Myriad goes for some kind of military wing or even cultural wing. He may be even thinking about going Castle Age. Definitely a possibility. Valdemar only fishing in this pond. Not gonna go for this one. It's like Myriad is gonna take the initiative, and it's actually gonna go there to build a dock. Now you gotta be careful here, because Valdemar is gonna have the king now, and you need to build the dock fast, otherwise this villager is just gonna go down. Like, king is about to go up like in, I suspect, like a minute from now. It takes like 45 seconds to build a king, I believe. We will check that out. I hope that's enough time to build a dock. I believe it is. So it is Myriad who's gonna be on the aggressive side. Gonna be forcing Valdemar to actually build some ships on the water, but Valdemar already in the Feudal Age, unfortunately. Does Valdemar knows about this? He doesn't know about this villager. That's very important information, because the scout is here. So that dock, it's just gonna be a surprise for him. Now, you may go for build a ship here, a military ship, just in case. And that way you can extra secure the water. But if Myriad didn't build anything here, you may be like wasting resources. King, it's gonna come up really soon. So it is 3 seconds on the left, and Myriad already there with an outpost. Probably gonna have to pull a couple of villagers here just to get that outpost out on time. And looks like he's very committed to go into that castle age. Already there with another dock here. Looks like Valdemar won't be denying any dock so far. Myriad already there in the field age, and obviously rushing that outpost because that king is about to arrive. No emplacements yet. Stone a little bit exposed. Is very far from the town center, but definitely gonna be denying this harassment. Doc gonna potentially go down eventually if Myriad is actually not going for any kind of unit and just basically rely on the static defenses. Looks like Valdemar already scouted this, and we have the Dao here gonna be pushing Valdemar away from the fish for some time here. Now we have the Hulk, which is the counter for this. The way this works is that the sprinkle ships counter the arrow ship counter the demo ships, and the demo ships counter the sprinkle ships. It's kind of like how it works. And we have the sprinkle ship here. We don't have any demo ship coming for Myriad yet. I don't know if this is just a distraction. I don't think, like, maybe he just wants Valdemar to over-invest. And maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe that's just what he wants. He's building a backlog now, a sprinkle ship for the Abbasid. Meanwhile, wall coming here just in case a king arrives. So far, Myriad, it's ahead on the castle age timing. Takes down the arrow ship, and backlog are already there. Gonna take down some ships, forcing Valdemar to build a demo ship. Dao coming as well, 17 seconds. 5 seconds for Valdemar. And let's see if the arrow ship comes really on time. Looks like it's not gonna be on time. And Dao gets damaged as well. Very bad. King with a lot of horsemen here, pushing Valdemar off the water. Now that's not plenty of horsemen, and that's also a lot of longbows. So this dock, it's in danger. Now you need a military ship here, just in case, because these guys can take down these fishing ships. Gotta be really careful here. Now the good thing about Myriad is he has a couple of dogs, kind of like a backup savings account. And military wing already coming for Myriad. Gonna have a couple of camels joining the party really soon. And with Myriad, with 2 dogs, this doesn't look bad for him. Doesn't look bad. He does have more fishing ships apparently. Let's take a look. Have like 4 and 6. That's the power of Abbasid in this map. It's not only that the dogs are cheaper, also the Golden Age basically give them a really good bonus on the wood. You can already see here. Oh, he's actually stopped chopping a lot of wood recently in the transition, but he does have the Golden Age, and that gives a lot of advantages here. Now Valdemar does have a big army, 27 military units. Obviously, a few of them are a couple of ships taking down this dock. I like what Myriad is doing. It seems like he's not overcommitting to the water, because if you overcommit to the water, then you wouldn't be able to age up. Now Horseman is coming here. Myriad very safe with a couple of outposts here. And he does have Preservation of Knowledge. So gold is not gonna be so much of an issue. A couple of stables coming here, taking advantage that Valdemar doesn't have any spearman in his composition. So far, we don't see any barracks coming for him. So knights are just gonna be really good. Looks like Myriad loses the gold for now. Let's see what he does with the gold he has. Only have a couple of gold for those lancers. Camels are already here. And Valdemar overcommitting here with those Lombos. Gonna be careful here. It looks like he's gonna be using the ram to escape. At the same time, Horseman will try to go for a raid. But Valdemar already killed 10 villagers here. Looks like there was a raid here. That's really bad. That's very bad. Myriad building a market here. He's having too much food at the moment. Valdemar looks like he's gonna stay in the Feudal Age for a while. He does have the water. So, economic-wise, it's gonna be okay. But the problem is Myriad is already on the Castle Age. Junk, you're welcome, man. This is a great game. This is a great game. You're welcome. Hope you guys enjoying. And looks like Myriad will clean this up. Now, there's obviously the Spearman joining the party of Valdemar really soon. Very soon. +1 range attack coming as well. Remember, Myriad doesn't have +1 range armor, so it's gonna make a difference, definitely. Especially against the English Town Center. You know, really wanna deep dive into the English Town Center. Look at the camel, how much damage it gets. Lancer, a little bit overcommitting here. And another Horseman raid coming, but a couple of Lancers will deal with this very easily. More villagers going down for Myriad. Now, the good thing is he does have the fishing ships so far. He just needs to secure the gold. At this point, will be very nice if he can actually gather some stone. Just to put some sprinkling placements here. He does have the possibility to just secure this gold. He still have plenty of gold here he needs to use, especially for those upgrades. But unfortunately, looks like Myriad looks a couple of Lancers trying to raid. Didn't get much value from them. Kill like 2 villagers so far. And Valdemar in a tough position where he cannot really age up. Looks like he's trying to get the king a little bit greedy here. Just a little bit greedy. He's just trying to be annoying with those Lancers. At the same time, he's trying to capture some relics. It would be nice to have some passive gold. Definitely. Now, this is a game where the longer the game goes, it kind of scales exponentially. Like, you see like it's a couple of Lancers here and there. The longer the game goes, the more Lancers you will see on the field. I like to see Age of Empires like kind of like a rhythm game where like you know, when you put out really fast music, it's harder to play. This is what happens. Like at the beginning, everything's very slow, and silently you add more things, and then you just eventually everything scales so fast. So many units in the game, so many things, and looks like Myriad is gonna do a switch for archers already with 3 archery range here. Definitely gonna be making good use of these archers. A couple of villagers going down here for Valdemar. Lancers doing a really good job so far. Remember, no +1 range armor coming for Myriad, so he's gonna be taking quite a lot of damage from deep diving into the English base. Big wall coming here for Valdemar, just to stop those raids. Veterans coming for those archers. Now you need to mass up a little bit of archers before you going. Abbasid archers, obviously really good. You can get bootcamp and you can get composite bows for an extra attack speed. Meanwhile, Wololo time. Oh, not gonna happen here. Was for a moment like I saw Valdemar hesitating here. It's like, nah, it's like... No way that can happen. Looks like Wolf looking for Myriad now, and looks like a dock will be built here, wondering if Myriad knows about it. He knows about the dock. The question is he paying attention? Archers with no veterancy yet. Very, very good timing for Valdemar. Now he's pushing with 49 military units. Gotta be careful against those spearmen. Archers, unfortunately, gathering the veterancy a little bit too late. Monk coming with that relic, but Myriad losing the army here. Wololo. But looks like it's gonna get sniped with the Lombos. Plenty of spearmen here. We're talking about 18 spearmen for Myriad. A little bit of a tough spot. Really tough. Now he does have one relic, not a lot of passive gold. And Valdemar gotta be careful not to overextend here. The problem with Myriad is like he lost his army. And Valdemar is just camping the town center. Villagers fighting. It's like, guys, we don't have money for army. You just need to do it by yourself. No gold for Myriad now. He has another gold vein here. A couple of them, actually. He's actually gonna garrison some villagers here. It looks like Valdemar not really interested in going castle the whole match, but now looks like he wants to go castle. He's almost there with the resources. Archery range going down. Production buildings. You gotta hate that. Like when this kind of things happen. Blacksmith just built for Myriad, so unfortunately he doesn't have that +1 range attack that he really needs to get that extra damage from the town center. And a Hulk comes here just to be even more annoying. Meanwhile, plenty of Lombos going down here. At the same time, King's Palace coming for Myriad to make the villager gap even bigger. And unfortunately, Myriad commit for these Lancers, which gave him an edge. I feel like Golems will have been like the safer choice here. I think it would have been like the safer choice. And Valdemar still very annoying. Gotta be careful with that demo ship. Takes down the military ship, and now Myriad doesn't have any military ship to deal with this. He lost quite a lot of villagers here. He needs to deal with the water, and he's in a really tough spot. He was in a really good spot before. I think everything was working according to plan, like the dock here to delay Valdemar, the timing. I just feel like the Lancers didn't do a really good job. Just because of the Spearman switch, it was very tough. Especially those early Lancers, you don't really want to lose them. And now it's extremely hard to deal any kind of damage to Valdemar. He's not only in the Castle Age, he has another town center here. And his wall, so the timing for doing those raids is kind of like running out for Myriad. And now he needs more production, but he's losing the water. Valdemar with another military ship. Now remember, he does have +1 attack, so blacksmith upgrades do work on military ships. They do work on anything. Another demo ship coming here. It's a classic wombo combo. Go for a sprinkle ship and go for a demo to finish it off. Managed to connect with that military ship, and looks like Myriad is gonna lose the water. No Admiralty so far. This one is a really good upgrade, but I don't think it's worth it if you're only gonna make a couple of ships. Like increase the range +1. Which is very good. Now Myriad with a big villager deficit. He does have quite a lot of archers so far. 6, not so much actually. Relic coming back home. Come back here, son. No, don't tell me it's gonna get sniped. Okay, his job is done. Couple of relics here. It could be a third one. It will be really, really good for you if you actually get a third one. That's something to consider. Looks like Myriad got control back of the water somehow. Is he building more ships? Now, Valdemar thinking about how do I finish this game. Because he doesn't have like a huge army to actually deal with Myriad. Myriad is slow but steady, recovering. He's half archers. He's having 10 archers so far. He doesn't have composite bows yet, so they're not really that special. And you're fighting against longbows, so it's even tougher for you. Looks like Myriad's gonna do the switch for horsemen. Definitely a good choice. Can't just spend the gold on upgrades. Last one range attack just coming for him. Looks like arrow slits coming for the dog just to be a little bit more annoying. But so far Myriad has secured the water. Now let's see if the arrow slits is gonna be enough. Looks like he will be able to take it down. Just need to send maybe one ship to repair this. An honorable 1v1 situation. Meanwhile, Valdemar with a really good economy. Farm transition is starting for him. Also, it's pretty much infantry only composition for Valdemar. It's not gonna be very mobile. It's kind of like the classic of the English, just pure infantry and eventually transition to those man-at-arms, which are really tanky. Myriad will have to go for some crossbows eventually. Otherwise, it's just gonna be really hard for him. Now, Lombo's sniping those archers. Gotta be careful here. A lot of spearmen going down, and looks like Myriad will find a door here to deal with those archers. Very nice micro coming from Myriad. Just need to deal with this one. There you go. Now, no more spearmen. Looks like Myriad will clean this up. This was a really good fight for him. That's the problem when you split the army. You're more vulnerable to, just take more damage. At the same time, Sacred Side victory is approaching for Valdemar, putting a little bit of pressure to Myriad. Now he has 3 relics. Not everything is low for him, but Valdemar does have 96 villagers. He has a very, very good economy. And he's starting to mix in some man-at-arms. And that's something Myriad cannot fight yet. And the horsemen go into the spearmen. Terrible situation. Now Myriad needs a lot of crossbows. Unfortunately, he wants to build an outpost here. Wants to get some stone probably for a second town center, but most likely for a keep. Just to keep these guys out of the base because they are so annoying. Bootcamp already here. Looks like Myriad is gonna go for that mangonel. Definitely a good choice. Better be careful with this opening here. Myriad knows more than me, and he's gonna close it, and with that he's almost safe. He just needs to close this one. It's like Myriad secured the water for now, and he also has water here. While there is a huge villager gap, Myriad lost a lot of villagers. Definitely, what can bring him back into this game is a good fight. And that's something that is really hard against the English, to have a good fight. There is no outpost around here, so you're gonna be fighting without that network of castles that usually they have. Mangonel gonna be throwing a nice shot here. Gets a decent shot here on the back. Says get the hell out of here. And at the same time, Valdemar thinking about building some outposts, building more walls. If there is something that Valdemar loves to do, it's just walling. He's a wall lover. Like, if you have seen Valdemar's games, some people call him Valdemar. He's like... it's something that even after this patch, haven't stopped for a while. Mangonels gonna be shooting at the back. But remember, they don't follow the units anymore. And this round looks like it's gonna be crucial for him. Needs to protect this Mangonel at all costs. Villagers get pulled here. Are they gonna repair the Mangonel if Valdemar attacks it? But looks like it's not gonna be good enough. And game 2 goes for Valdemar. We're now in a 2-0 situation. Let's take a look at the timeline. You can tell like Myriad here in the castle age was like okay, but it's just the military count was so big, such a big gap, and it's in this moment where he lost so many villagers that things started going downside for him. Anyway, well played by these guys. All right. Guys, we're gonna go for game number 3. It's gonna be on King of the Hill. It's gonna be Valdemar playing the daily against Myriad playing against the Malians. Interesting. Obviously, King of the Hill, a match that is very, very good for Delhi, just because they can capture the sacred sites very early on. Usually there's only one objective in this map, and that is just capture the sacred sites. That's all you want. That's all you want. Gabriel Nobrega. Sorry I didn't read you. Are you a silver one? Man, the important thing is that you're enjoying it. Actually, when I first started the game, I think I got ranked to bronze. It was season 4, I think. Because I didn't like to play too much against the AI. So I just went directly to rank, no quick match, no whatever. It was a total disaster. It's like I got directly to maybe bronze 3, something like that. I'd never been to bronze 1. But actually there is a cool portrait. Let me see if I can find it here. If I remember who had this. Guys, look at this portrait. Look at this portrait. Isn't this beautiful? From the last seasons. And this is silver. Beautiful portrait. I would love to be silver at that time. Oh my god. Anyway, let's go for the next match. It's gonna be a small delay. Because whenever you observe a match, there is a 3-minute delay to kind of like avoid the sniping, you know? Because anyone can watch it. So you don't want someone to snipe your game. It's like, oh, he's here. And I think in ranked, it's like 5-minute delay. But you can. You can, if you just observe the match. You can definitely do that. King of the Hill is it's a very fun map. It has like this objective that is really, really clear. And I wonder how this will turn out. Malians is a very strong civilization in the feudal age. They can get really scary. especially because they have, I mean, they got everything. They got javelin throwers, which is amazing. They got Musafari warriors, they got Sofas, they got better spearmen. It's just not played that much in the Feudal Age because their big advantage is on the Castle Age when they boom. But we will see. We will see. I hope you are enjoying the matches, guys. I will see if I can have these kind of show matches more often. That depends how job goes, to be honest. If job goes well, I can definitely put some funding into these show matches. It's quite a depending that depends on that, to be honest. It depends on the job. But we will see. And I don't work for a company, I work for myself. So not every month I have the same income. Some months are very good. Some months are just not that good. You know why the last month was good for me? That's very funny. I have another channel. It's about game development. It's more serious than this one. It's about how I'm teaching how to create games in a real engine. And one of my videos got a million views or something. They got it got incredible watch time. There are videos they have 3 hours, something like that. Wait a minute. Is this camera moving? Holy crap. Let me see. Okay. Don't move. Let me change this. Just because I do some gestures, maybe I can just disable this. But for some reason, if I do a gesture or something, it will just start doing that. All right, guys. 15 seconds. Does it follow me? Yeah, it doesn't follow me. That's great. It's a very fun webcam. I just got it today. That's why I'm testing. All right, guys. We go to game number 3. Wait a second. One-man army here. And there you go. We are back with game number 3 here. Valdemar playing as the Delhi Sultanate. And now Myriad going for the Malians this time. Let's take a look at the gold spawn here. A couple of gold veins very close to each other. It's a good or a bad thing. You can wall here, and you will be having a blast. Easy walling. Now Valdemar obviously does have a... So we're gonna have a little bit of action. Actually, I think I've never seen the barracks of the Delhi Sultanate in the Dark Age, but looks like we're gonna have a little bit of pressure here. Potentially, just potentially, forcing Myriad to build the other landmark, the Sultanate Trade Network. Potentially, we will see. We will see. Does Myriad knows about this? He doesn't know. He doesn't know about it. Now he's gonna go for 4 houses. Gonna get the 5th one. Gotta be careful here. Now this single spearman is not like he's gonna be burning everything to the ground. But it's slow, but it's gonna be annoying. You're gonna lose maybe a couple of houses. But that's it. Looks like Myriad knows about this. It's like, you know what? Actually, I don't wanna build more houses. You're gonna burn the houses. I want to do that. Actually, going there for the villager directly. It's like Myriad already have enough gold income to age up already. Passive income working really well for him. It's gonna be torching the pit mine. Seeing Valdemar very, very aggressive these days. These matches. Now Myriad is to deliver the food. Uber Eats about to arrive. I need to catch with what's going on in the West, because like in China we don't have Uber Eats. We have like Valdemar, which is like the same but super cheap. You don't even pay for the delivery. It's so damn cheap. It's extremely good. Extremely good. But that's the thing with when they have so many villagers in China. They have 1.4 billion population. They can just reduce the prices and still make a profit. And it is gonna be the Saharan Trade Network. It's probably worth it for Valdemar. You know, it's never a good thing to lose, like, you know, 100 gold a minute. I think it's 100 or 150 gold a minute that you're getting. I think it's 100 from the Mansa Quarry. My beloved Mansa Quarry. Guys, if you haven't checked out the Mansa Quarry, I made it in Unreal Engine 5. Go check it out. You will love it. Super realistic. A Dome of Fate going for Valdemar. I'm gonna go for that Tower of Victory, which makes a lot of sense here. You may want to play it in a... The new way of playing the daily is like going into the Dome of Fate, getting a lot of scholars, which in return give you like a lot of... you can have more upgrades. It's just really nice. Now, unfortunately for Myriad, and this landmark is here and not here. That's very unfortunate, because if he puts it here, he can actually protect the 2 gold veins, and that's really good for him. That would be very, very good for him. Unfortunately, he was forced into this awkward situation where he just needs to put a very, very conservative outpost. But you know, it does have quite a long range, so it's definitely gonna be annoying. Myriad is very, very safe for now. The question is, what is he gonna do now? He doesn't have the extra gold income that usually the Malians have. He have a little bit of the extra defenses. Dome of Fate already here, and looks like Valdemar potentially gonna be switching off to those gassy raiders. Gonna be upgrading the spearman first. Looks like Valdemar gonna scout here a potential area for harassment. Gonna be taking down a couple of villagers. A quick wall here will make Myriad base extremely safe. Which makes me think like... And there you go, wall is coming. Which makes me think that maybe... Can he get away with Castle Age? Because definitely Valdemar is gonna capture the sacred site. But if Malians get to Castle Age, and they do have a lot of units. Oh my god, look at this. Sacred site's gonna get walled now. That's it's gonna be a rough one. He's gonna make some units. He's gonna make some units first. Javelin throwers, definitely, to protect this gold vein. Now his base is really safe, so I think he should be able to get away with that. Obviously, Valdemar's gonna start putting some pressure in 50 seconds. He's gonna be able to capture the sacred site, and already walling this off pretty much. It's like, you know, buying some real estate, but it's not finished yet. But you're already paying for it. You still have like just to own the property. It's like, there you go, guys. Private property here. Arrived to Age of Empires 4. Looks like it's gonna be mixing a couple of archers and archery ranges. Archers and javelin throwers, sorry. The wall's gonna get finished here. Now, this wall means nothing if he cannot capture the sacred site. And these archers can do a really good job at that. Looks like Myriad's gonna go for an outpost here. I love this play. I love this play here. Sacred site's gonna be captured. Can javelin throwers snipe these guys? It's only archers. Sorry, there's no javelin thrower here. I don't know why I got mistaken, but looks like Valdemar will be forced to go back. And by the time he comes back again, this outpost is gonna get built. Now, let's see if he will go for Gassy Raiders. It's not. He's heavily invested into those spearmen. Like, for some reason, like, you know, a spearman is not really the best unit to deal against archers, especially javelin throwers against archers. Javelin throwers do very good. Just because, if you don't know, javelin throwers do have extra range armor. Let's see if we see a javelin thrower here. There you go. You got my man. 3 range armor. You gotta love it. Now Myriad very, very safe in his base. Can potentially wall this to be extra safe. But looks like he has other issues to deal with. And now Valdemar. Looks like Sacred Site victory is not gonna be part of his plan now. He did went for the Dome of Fate. So makes sense to make infantry because they... never mind, he didn't wait for the Tower of Victory, so these guys don't have the extra attack speed that they should have. And look at that, javelin in placement. Add a defensive javelin to this structure. And I believe this comes from this landmark here. Unlocks javelin in placement for outpost. Man, I haven't seen this, like, ever. Like, I would love to see this. If we can get this, like, it's gonna be amazing. It's really gonna be amazing. Meanwhile, more units coming here. Valdemar denying the wall here. And looks like Gassy Raiders are gonna start mixing into the composition for Valdemar. Now remember, Delhi is a fearsome civilization. When it comes to pumping units, there's no one can pump more units than Delhi. Nobody can. And you can see in the military count here, Valdemar has 37 military units so far. He wasn't able to finish that wall, and unfortunately these villagers are gonna run back to this gold. Meanwhile, whole outposts already here. Let's take a look at Myriad's point of view. He does have enough army to deal with this. While Valdemar has a lot of units, javelin throwers are extremely good. Especially because there are not many Gassy Raiders here. I really like these Donzos. They do have like the extra melee armor. Cheeky little wall here at the Valdemar build with the infantry. Pretty much force Myriad to just spend some time here. But eventually the wall will get finished and Myriad will be super safe. Now the question is, when it's Valdemar, when is Myriad gonna upgrade this tower? Unfortunately, this tower is not gonna get... Oh my god. Such a good play. Such a good play. The outpost here just needs like 10 more seconds to get upgraded. I feel like he didn't prioritize this outpost that much. Now he's kind of like paying the price for that. Now he does have plenty of good units. He doesn't have as many units as Valdemar, but they are good units. Another outpost coming here. He knows that Valdemar wants to go for that Sacred Site victory condition. Last one, range armor, coming for Myriad as well. Now there's plenty of spearmen for Valdemar. So this is not really like a fearsome army. Just gonna be careful with those gassy raiders. And this is a fight that, to be honest guys, I don't know who's gonna win this. There is plenty of units for Valdemar, but also Myriad has a lot of range armor in this with these javelin throwers. Looks like Valdemar is cleaning this out. Villager went down here, so outpost not gonna get finished. And for some reason, the spearman doing work here. And now that Myriad has to go back for now, he will be capturing the Sacred Site. Now the good thing is he does have this landmark. So it's... Valdemar a little bit maybe overextending himself, but we have seen him doing this before. You gotta be careful not to lose the cows. All this time, Myriad has been going for a cow boom. Kills the cow here. That's a sign for sure. I'm gonna build a backdoor here. I'm gonna pull some units. Not gonna... You don't want to lose the cows. You don't really want to lose the cows. The cows are expensive. If you want to lose them, you want to lose them here in the town center. Oh my god. Terrible position. Terrible position indeed. Now, I don't know if you can build another cattle ranch here. It looks like these guys will have to eat some cows for now. At the same time, Valdemar will push more into the other side of the map. At the same time, Sacred Site victory. Slow but steady approaching. I have 9 minutes left. Now, Myriad has a lot of gold. The problem is he just lost a big fight. And that's why usually with the Malians you want to be on the defensive side. Because as soon as you hit castle, like you just have a big spike on military units. Like a big one. Gotta be careful with overextending. There are plenty of gassy raiders here. I feel like Myriad is overextending a little bit too much. He has a very safe base. If you just fight here, you're just gonna be winning the fight. You just can't leave your base for now. Just wait a second. Like there's no way you can dig up the Sacred Site at the moment. So might as well wait a little bit until you can have a decent push. So Valdemar will commit to that field age. Now remember, he does have all the upgrades for free. So all the blacksmith upgrades are there for him. At the same time, Myriad having quite a lot of food economy. Gonna be hitting castle like in 20 seconds he can hit castle. The problem is Valdemar is just in his base the whole time. Good thing is Saharan Trade Network working really well for him. I don't think we can be in a situation where Myriad ages up and you know, usually we are very vulnerable when you age up. So if Valdemar decides to push, this landmark is just gonna help him so much. Valdemar walling Myriad now. That's the beauty of playing the Delhi. You can always use your infantry to wall the opponent. He knows the Sacred Site victory is his winning condition. Now almost 7 minutes left. Unfortunately, need to eat this cow as fast as possible. I already have some space here. And compound of the defender going for Valdemar as well. Never mind, he cancelled. He's gonna go for the House of Learning. Build a mosque next to the relic. I don't know what's happening to me. It's oh, I know what's happening. It's 2 a.m. here. Now, even if both players are in Castle Age, you gotta fear the Malians. If you have played the Malians, they are the Zergs of Age of Empires. They just pump units like no other. Especially Myriad have the choice of going for that Donzo play. I mean, definitely, your food economy will be really good at the moment. Gold economy really good at the moment. So you're very safe. You just need a big army, and he just got a big up. You gotta go big here. You have to win a big fight. Wonder what this villager is doing. Valdemar walling almost everything. But, you know, this wall, it's already down. Now Myriad needs to wait. He needs those upgrades. Even if it's just 1 minute remaining. I don't know if Valdemar is mining some stone. Looks like he doesn't for a moment. Like, he may be prioritizing that big keep drop here. And remember, Valdemar is taking those relics. That's the beauty of having a lot of scholars when you age up. Probably Myriad don't really wanna invest into any monastery or whatsoever. Just all in here. Have a big army, but don't go now. You want to fight when your army is good enough. Now, these guys are already veteran, but poison arrows are coming soon. Veterancy for Valdemar coming in 50 seconds. You really want... I guess you really want to take this fight. Plus 2 range attack coming soon. Just doing his best kiting. Poison arrows about to arrive in 14 seconds. Meanwhile, archers about to get plus 2 range attack as well. Now that's the bad thing about Delhi, is that their upgrades are just not fast enough. And now Myriad has a huge archer mass, 25 with poison arrows. That's something you can't ignore. Poison arrows is just like, it's kind of like adding crossbows into your archers. It's just really good. Now he's trading with those archers, but now they're veteran. Obviously, poison arrows are gonna be favored here. Now Musafari warriors joining the battle just to deal with those man-at-arms. But Valdemar will just keep pushing, and now he's gonna go for a keep drop. Looks like Myriad overextending a little bit. May want to go for that switch to so fast at this point. But he already invests so much in those archers. Can just... because most Fari warriors are great. Except Valdemar doesn't have many heavy units. He only has 7 man-at-arms. And they do have very, very low range armor. Meanwhile, Sacred Side victory approaching in 3 minutes. At the same time, keep drop already next to the Sacred Side. Mosque also there. So make sure he gets all the upgrades for the keep faster. At the same time, Myriad, he needs to push. He does have the military, but the keep is about to... he's about to go up. He sees the keep. Like, he needs to pull back for now. He doesn't have even plus 2 range armor. Now what he can do is to trap this. And now the keep, it is in range. Let's be honest here. This is gonna be a tough one. It's in range of the Sacred Site. So it's gonna be really, really hard. Plus 2 range armor coming as well. But Valdemar is getting all those upgrades for free. He's building a mango now. Looks like Myriad will go for his own keep drop. But where do you put it? You can put it here. And then you have this awkward situation where whoever captures the Sacred Site, or they capture the Sacred Site, is in a really, really bad spot. But he needs that stone now. Because he has a market. He has a market. Probably buying stone from... There you go. He has been buying some stone. And... see, good old fashion of the Malians have a big army here. 1 minute left. He needs to dig up the secret site. And remember, 2 mangonels are here. There's always a possibility that you can snipe these mangonels with the javelin throwers or the archers. Strangely enough, yes, mangonels do get poisoned. And a keep drop, double keep here. It's gonna be a double keep. Mangonel shots. Valdemar losing a few villagers here, but looks like the keep will go up. Most fatty warriors taking down the wall. Archers taking down a lot of villagers here. It's like this keep is not gonna go up. Myriad goes for his own keep. He needs to maybe put someone there. Anyone is fine. But Valdemar is also there. 18 seconds remaining. Myriad needs to pull everyone here, but Valdemar also building a keep of his own. And with 15 seconds left, looks like Myriad is not gonna be fast enough. Even with this keep going up, it's just not enough time. And Sacred Side victory. Now go for Valdemar, and Valdemar takes game number 3 in this best of 7 series. Wow, look at the military count. Yeah, I feel like in this game, like if Myriad just wait a little bit more, like he got some early engagements that he shouldn't, and that just cost him a lot. Like these drops on military were devastating for him. But anyway, great game. Great game so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it. So far we have been having very good games. Very good ones. All right. We're gonna go for the 4th game. And if Valdemar wins this, it means this is over. We have Valdemar going for China. Myriad going for Chushi's legacy. We have a little bit of a civil war here. All right. Two minutes. Oh my god, really? There's some Google requiring some security check? You gotta be kidding me. It's pretty strange. Before they never asked me for this. Now they do. Very strange. Really, really good games. Very, very good ones. Hope you guys are enjoying it, because I really am. $30. Who created this map? Elite Gaming Chan. For the first time I read this, it's like Elite Gaming Clan. But I read carefully and it's like Elite Gaming Chan. Got an anime lover here. Alright, guys. So, game number 4. Just hold a minute here. Alright. So, we're back with game number 4. Now, Valdemar playing the Chinese, and Myriad playing Chushi's Legacy. Chushi's Legacy, very, very good on water maps as well. We're in Holy Island, so it's definitely it's a water map. So let's see how Chushi plays this out. I guess it will all depends on the meditation gardens. Let's see which one is a good spot for them. I don't think we have the double spot for the berries here. Not really. So maybe here. Couple of golds, if berries. I don't know if that's within reach. Usually, Chushi Legacy can have a very fast HAP, which can help Myriad a lot. But we will see. Usually in this matchup, normally, you know, because this water maps is a little bit different, but normally it's like Chushi's Legacy either likes to go for a very fast castle and put some pressure, or maybe just go Trigunu all in if he goes like 2 town centers or something. For now, we will just need to see who gets control of the water first. Deep water ship, pretty evenly distributed. I've seen in this map sometimes the deep water fish is just in a... It's like super far away. Like here, for example. So far it looks... So far so good. So far so good. Let's take a look at the villager distribution. Distribution. I don't know what happened to my tongue there. But anyway. Now this map has got some epic games. I remember BC play on this one, and he lost the land, and he survived here in this island, and he came back from the game. It was just like amazing, like really amazing to see. He's one of the few players that actually is really good with comebacks. So it's one of those maps where you lose the water. It's definitely not a good position for you, but you know, it's you still can come back. You still can come back for sure. Looks like Myriad already thinking about the age up. It's gonna be really important who ages up first. Normally, Chushi's Legacy, I believe they will have a faster timing. Both of them with Imperial Official here. Valdemar had the you know, he made a conscious choice of having the Imperial official. Some people skip it on this step, but because Chushi's Legacy already have it, like they don't have any problem, right? So they can just go on wood right away, supervising, and you know, having a blast. But we will see. Both of them very similar, very similar timing for the age up. Very similar. And we're gonna see the Imperial Academy. Not gonna be having any Barbican anytime soon. Meanwhile, Meditation Gardens. It's gonna be built here next to the wood, next to the foot. Makes a lot of sense. Considering you want to build these ships, you need a lot of food and a lot of wood. This is why Chushi's Legacy has a lot of like good timings on these maps. Very good timings. Just because of the Meditation Gardens, they can have that extra economy right away and can produce more military ships eventually. Both of them going for a second dock. And Valdemar are already there in the Feudal Age. We are gonna be a little bit annoying here, torching the dock. Meditation Gardens are already here. We're about to see how much food per minute he's about to get. Very soon when this updates. Just a minute. Double Broadaxe also coming for Myriad. Definitely gonna put him ahead when it comes to gathering wood. When it comes to wood and food economy, Myriad should be ahead just because he has the Meditation Gardens. But Valdemar went for another Imperial official. Has the potential of actually just... because that's a lot of sheep. Has the potential to supervise 2 resources and not get behind. There's only one Imperial official for Myriad so far. Remember, he needs to build them from town center, so they are very expensive for them. And the war junk, it's already here. I'm gonna go for a sip of tea. Beautiful. And now a couple of war junks are already there for Valdemar, but the incendiary ship are already there. Gotta be careful not to lose it. No arrow ships for... Oh, never mind, this is the arrow ship. I'm gonna try to snipe this. Is he gonna be able to snipe it? Managed to connect with the arrow ship, but doesn't do plenty of damage. Better than nothing, for sure. Better than nothing. Can already see the wood economy for Myriad starting to go up, especially when you get like this passive income. It's just really good to have some food here. Really good. I would love the observer mode to have like a total resource count. I wish they have it. I can really wish. It's something like you can tell like who's ahead. Otherwise, I just need to keep making math on my head, like who's having more resource per minute. I already tell it's almost 700 wood per minute. Gonna be allowing Myriad to have some extra military ships. Let's take a look at Valdemar's base. Well, so far, looks like Valdemar is not investing too much on military. No military buildings for both of them, so there's not gonna be any harassment so far. Meanwhile, Myriad already going with definitely a bigger mass of ships. He's getting plenty of time for Valdemar to catch up on the military side. Gonna be building pretty much Springle ships. Springle ships is gonna be the main one. Just a handful of archer ships just to try to take out the demos. The demo ships managed to connect with these three. You gotta be very careful when you're next to a dock. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Looks like Myriad. It's forced to go back. Gonna get some repairs. Don't want to lose the water at this point. Scout gonna be really annoying here. It looks like Horseman is gonna be built for Valdemar. Gonna be taking the initiative to be a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, a little bit of harassment always goes a long way. Meanwhile, Myriad with bigger has a military advantage for sure. He just needs to not touch those incendiary ships. Otherwise, it's just gonna be devastating. This kind of battles are really micro-intensive. So any kind of mistake. So if you put like a horseman here, it's just really annoying for you. Like you need to take care of this and take care of the water. So multitasking goes goes a long way here. If you are better at multitasking, then water maps are definitely for you. Meanwhile, couple of junks here. It's really hard to distinguish which ship is for what. Looks like Myriad is trying to snipe this dog. There's a couple of more dogs here in the back. Myriad only with a couple of dogs. Not gonna be having an extra dog so far. I'm gonna try to sneak in those demo ships. Gonna be careful here. 3 demo ships coming here. This can be huge. Demo ship arrived for both sides. I don't know what the hell happened here. It's like in the middle just got completely annihilated. But looks like Myriad so far is still alive, despite 3 demo ships coming from Valdemar. Gotta be careful with this demo ship here. Need to take down that dock. Otherwise, just gotta be having a tough time. A really rough time. Now remember, there are trade posts in this map, so there's always a possibility that if you manage to take the water, you can always go for trading here. And we have seen it plenty of times for people who actually take the water. It's not only the fish that is you have here, a lot of water. You also have like the potential to trade. And that is huge. So water is definitely an important one here on this matchup. Third dog coming here for Myriad. It's like he's macroing for the going castle? I may be wrong. Scout going down. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the Valdemar. It's like he's still committed to water. That's an outpost here just in case. And now more military ships coming. Looks like Myriad going for that castle age. The timing could be great for him. Gotta be careful here not losing the water. Remember, there's always a chance for him to go castle because Church's Legacy Tank Dynasty allows him to age up for less resources. So that's really good for him. Demo ship. Not gonna be able to connect so far. Remember, Myriad is fighting under the dock, so he's having some extra HP on those ships. And demo ships from the back, taking down a lot of Valdemar ships. I didn't see that coming. I was wondering where are Myriad's demo ships. It's like Valdemar, while he has plenty of ships, all of them have very low HP. Let's take a look at Myriad. Now, in a slightly better position. Slightly better. But Myriad is about to hit the age up. And that means he can start harassing with Lancers here. And that's gonna be really annoying. I hear some noises. I didn't know where they were coming from. It's like, who's screaming here? Who's fighting? And Shaolin Monastery is coming up for Myriad. I'm gonna grab those relics. Pretty confident that he can get at least 3 relics on this. 4 relics. Valdemar not really close to A-Shop, but he looks like he's investing more in the water. Now, Myriad can upgrade these ships. He does have the possibility to go for this sprinkle upgrade. Extra range and attack 20% faster, which is huge. And now that Valdemar knows that he has just A-Shop, he knows he doesn't have the water power that he should have. He's getting the upgrade. He just needs to wait 15 seconds. He's pulling back. He's pulling back for now. This arrows leading placements here. Gotta be careful with those demo ships. Arrow ships, very nice blocking by Myriad. And he's getting the sprinkle upgrade now. He's also getting armored hull. It's gonna make the ships even better. It looks like he went to castle, but he's mostly interested on upgrading the ship. We're not gonna see any kind of infantry yet. Valdemar also aging up really fast. Astronomical clock tower with 19 villagers is gonna be a super fast age up. These guys build fast, I can assure you. My neighbor can confirm. Now he's getting +2 range attack. Now this is huge. Valdemar does have a blacksmith and Myriad doesn't. Which means these ships, they only have 35. These ones are gonna have 37 soon. It's gonna get the upgrade soon. Gonna be taking down the dock. Gonna be careful here. Just in case a demo ship goes up. Can be devastating. Valdemar doesn't really want to take a fight. He builds another dock here, so he has plenty of docks. Reinforcements not gonna be as huge if he takes down this one. That looks like he's not gonna be able to take it down. Now Myriad goes back. And the problem is, there is upgrades here. This is a fight that Myriad cannot take. He does have 4 demo ships here. He needs kind of like a miracle. Maybe he can sneak in like before. Valdemar already having plenty of ships. Half stable, gonna build a Lancer, gonna make things a little bit hard for Myriad. Demo ships not coming as a surprise attack, just taking down 1 ship. Meditation Gardens, obviously, doing work 24/7. It's really helping. Like, this is why Trushi is so good in water. It's because you just have fast A-Shops and Meditation Gardens. That's your wombo combo for water. A little bit of an optimistic explosive ships there. At this point, I feel like he just needs a surprise attack or something, because Valdemar has so many ships. And he has +2 range attack. Myriad doesn't have any blacksmith upgrade yet. Meanwhile, Myriad went for the Shaolin Monastery, but he haven't grabbed any relics so far. That's a huge loss by him. He could be gathering quite a lot of gold passively. And there's no one there in the map to actually deal with those Shaolin monks. There are some Lancers out there. It looks like it's gonna be Valdemar, the one who takes the relics first. Like, Valdemar will be pulling for now. He doesn't have the sprinkle upgrade, so Myriad still has a slight advantage here. The attack speed is just really good. Just gotta be careful here. Those are huge naval fights. Lancer arrive here, but Spearmen are already in place. Demo ship not able to connect yet. What is going on, guys? What is going on? You can see the the amount of multitasking here. Like even a guy like Valdemar just stays here with the lancers, not moving them. It's just so hard to micro this. +1 range armor coming soon, and this, you know, this makes a difference. This really makes a difference. Myriad has stopped the production of ships. He doesn't have the food economy. Maybe he can think about like a lot of demo ships. Barbican. It's gonna be built next to the docks. But it looks like he won't be able to build it just yet. Lancers for Myriad. Not attacking the right target. He needs to focus on the water. There's so many things going on here. Like he will pull back for now. He's forcing Valdemar to leave the gold here. Actually going for the stone. He's gonna go for extreme placement. Either a second TC up for Valdemar. Meanwhile, Myriad. Oh my god, this is terrible. Valdemar has taken down a lot of villagers and Myriad haven't. Didn't see that 18 villagers went down here. He's not realizing. Oh no. He just realized. It's like, how many villagers have you lost? He said, yes. That's a huge loss. Huge loss for Myriad. And with Valdemar going for a second town center, third town center even makes it worse. Like at this point, even if he loses the water, which he's not anywhere near close of losing it, you're still on 3 TCs. Your farm transition is just gonna be super fast. Starting to wall. And looks like it's gonna be 3 relics for Valdemar and 2 for Myriad. It's always the 3rd relic here, but you know, you need a transport ship. It's too much effort. Too much effort. It's like Valdemar will pull back for now. Just building all the docks. Myriad has slow but steady taking down all the docks from Valdemar here on the shoreline. Charlie Monk taking the sacred site, and now Valdemar pushing. Myriad pulling back for now. Now he does have a couple of lancers here. Gonna go there for harass Valdemar's economy, but there's little to do with that harassment here. 3 TC, Song Dynasty. Like, at this point, Valdemar is printing villagers. We're talking about like 15 seconds each. In 1 minute, he gets 12 villagers a minute. That's how many villagers he can create. So we're talking about 3 minutes. He's gonna have like 120 villagers. 130. It's just crazy. It looks like Myriad will take the water. Demo ship. Oh no, the demo ships. It's gonna connect with all those ships. He's gonna pull back for now. It looks like Valdemar will start mixing some crossbows on the land. Myriad just being a little bit annoying with those lancers. It's just the demo ships. They're just so annoying. So annoying to deal with. And we're back to square one. Myriad has the same amount of military ships as Valdemar. And I don't think Valdemar is in a position where he can lose the water at this point. Especially because Myriad doesn't have any arrow ship. So you can just counter it by just going for some demo ships and that's it. Maybe a point where both players are just focusing on the land now. Just screw the water, man. Screw the water. You cannot really go for that, because otherwise you will need to go for the food in the map and your opponent will have the water for himself, and that will escalate like a very, very bad. Very, very bad. It's like Valdemar is gonna mix in some archers. Maybe that's the kind of archer that goes by mistake. Usually you want to some crossbows, but you create the archer by mistake. I mean, at least that happens to me very often. Looks like this will be a cleanup for Myriad. He does have the land superiority so far, but the problem is Valdemar is on 3 TCs on Dynasty. So even if you take down a villager or two, it doesn't matter. In order for you to actually make a profit by taking down villagers, you need to take down more than 12 villagers in less than a minute. And you can't stop doing that. And Valdemar is going for a front transition. It's like, you know what? I don't give a crap about the water. Just go full vegan now. Enough sushi for me. No, enough sushi. Second TC also up for Myriad. Not getting too behind, but he did lose quite a lot of villagers there. It's been quite annoying here on land so far. Looks like Valdemar will go for a push now. And Myriad still no blacksmith upgrades for those ships. He's getting the +2 range armor, but he doesn't have the attack, and these ships do have extra attack, all of them. It does make a difference. Looks like demo ship will be arriving. Strangely enough, it did arrive. I didn't have faith on that one. It was like, just YOLO, just go straight forward. No, don't dodge anything, just go. Sorry guys. Looks like Myriad now is pushing with quite a big army here. Lots of spearmen, +2 range armor there, and they will be deep diving into the base. Valdemar with a emergency keep next to the farms. It's gonna be forcing Myriad to go to other side of the map. Now with this keep here, it just makes everything hard because Barbican is already here. So the only place you can enter is from this area to give some damage. So far Myriad has been doing a very, very good job on land. Problem is the water transport ship. It did gather the relic. What is this guy doing? This remind me of this famous movie of the... What's the name of this guy who went to an island and just stayed there for years and couldn't come back? Oh my god. Was it Tom Hanks from... It was Tom Hanks, right? Like, who's gonna pick up this guy? Myriad with a sneaky... Oh no. He gets spotted. And with no demo ships. Looks like Myriad will lose a little bit of hope in the water. he doesn't have the +2 range attack yet, so it does make a big difference in this kind of fights, and looks like he's committing. He does have a couple of demo ships, but he already lost the water, and a big army here for Valdemar is mixing some palace guards and crossbows, and no farms for Myriad, so meaning having no water for him pretty much means that he doesn't have any access to food. Meanwhile, crossbows will just deal very good against these lancers. Myriad just going for those food sources, but Valdemar's economy with 3 town centers is just out of this world. Even without the water, he will have some crazy economy here. How many farms he has? 37 farms so far. And looks like Myriad back to 8 military ships. You just need a miracle here with those demo ships. It's just gonna be really hard to get that demo ship connect with this ones. You can see he's trying to sneak in, but Valdemar does have the vision for that. Like, very good micro, fast reactions. He's trying to sneak in those demo ships, but they're just getting sniped. And you know, without those military ships here, not much Myriad can do at this moment. Horseman joining the mix here to deal with those crossbows. But somehow, Myriad still holds the water. Still holds the water. We're talking about, this is the last military ships of Valdemar. This is the last military ships of Myriad. The problem is he has bigger issues here, and this is pretty much the deal breaker here. We're gonna build a Great Wall Gatehouse. I told you, just like in the first game, went for a keep drop. You can always go for a Great Wall Gatehouse here, and there is no one here to stop it. And Myriad taps out, and Valdemar wins this series of best of 7. Very nice games. Well played by Valdemar, by Myriad. Very nice games. Look at the villager count here when that extra town centers came. This was just very it made a huge difference. I think without that play, I think Myriad have got this. Yeah, it was a very good match. All right. Well, guys, that was very good games, actually. Very good games. I enjoyed them a lot. Something you don't see in ranked a lot. This is why this kind of show matches are so interesting. It's because you are in a very like with the Sif draft and everything just makes everything so interesting. Thank you, Myriad. Very nice games. Very nice games. Well played, man. Well played. All right, guys. So being 2:30 a.m. for me, I think it's a good time for me to go to sleep. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Again, very good games. Thank you so much, Myriad, Valdemar, for taking the time to do this, and yeah, we'll see if we do another one. But all right, guys, have a good one, and I hope you have enjoyed. This was my first experiment on doing this kind of stuff. I'm really new to this, but I really enjoy it. So all right, I'll wrap it up, guys. Bye and take care.